All right, guys, so this is one of my favorites from 2018.
You don't say.
So what this is a Enchi yellow belly blackhead pied.
Hey guys, Will from Royal Canadian Reptiles. This week we got a really special treat. I traveled down to Maryland to see a good buddy of ours, Will Nussman of Nussman's Reptiles. All his information is going to be in the description down below. Make sure you go show him some love. And I've been here for about 24 hours now, and we've seen some really cool animals. And I know Will's down in the snake room right now, so we're going to go take a look and see if he'll show us some cool stuff. What's up, bro?
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Good.
How's everything?
Good.
Everything good, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is the snake room?
This is it, man. This is where I do all my work.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the fun stuff happens.
Where are those blackheads at?
Come on in. I'll show you. What's up, guys? It's Will from Nussman Reptiles here. I've got Will Rose from Canada. He's down visiting for the weekend. We've been kind of taking a look around, and he's really liked some of the blackhead stuff I have. So we just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the project. So to start with, this is a base gene blackhead.
It's really nice. Really nice example.
Yeah, this is kind of exactly what I look for in a blackhead. And you can see he wants to nail me. But a lot of times you see these, it tends to kind of stripe out the dorsal and just brings in crazy blackness along the back.
You get that really, really rich color to it, right?
Yep.
It's almost got they almost even have like a red in here.
You get a lot of earth tones. Mm-hmm. So you kind of get like the orange earthiness, which up against the pitch black, So that was the baby. Now I'm going to show you an adult female so you can kind of see how they age. And as you can see, they really don't lose anything. I mean, I would say that is nicer.
I think that got better.
Yeah, they get better as they age, which is one reason I love the blackhead so much.
I love the little white outlines you get in there. They're just really pretty snakes. Look at the sides on them.
Yeah, so this one is a little bit more reduced, whereas the baby kind of had a lot of the dorsal striping. You also get, no pattern at all on the backs. And in the super version, which I have a super that I'll show you. She's in shed, unfortunately, but you'll get the picture. It kind of melts away a lot of that dorsal stripe, which can create a really cool looking animal.
Now, the power of the blackhead is obviously what it does in combos, right?
Exactly.
Now, and you've done a lot of work with the blackhead. It's sort of almost like your specialty. Everybody knows that you've got the craziest ones, and I can't wait for you to show us some of your actual blackhead combos here.
Yeah, definitely. It works really, really well in both pied and clown, which I think is key. It's key to like the longevity of the project.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And you can start mixing it into recessives, and it doesn't make a high white pied, which is key. The clown is funky. It's like a very unique looking clown.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll take a look.
All right, let's do it.
All right, guys. So here's the super. So this is a super blackhead, and she's in shed. So she almost has like a hypo look to her, but
you can tell how much darker she is. This back is just pitch black.
So when she's out of shed, exactly, she's like a pitch black.
Yeah.
It's none of this hypo look to her at all. So that's just a pitch black back. And get a shot of that head. I mean, that is
super dark.
And you can kind of see what I was saying when you hit the super, and it just kind of isolates the pattern and really kills off any dorsal striping.
For sure.
She's got a little bit here.
Faint little bit, but if you look at the majority of that back, it's all black.
Exactly.
That's a really cool look.
Yeah, Yeah, so this is a female, and hopefully she'll go for me this year. I'm really excited to start seeing combos with super blackheads.
For sure.
There's been some made, like super blackhead leopard, Mojave, stuff like that's been made. But most of it's untested at this point.
I think you're way ahead of the curve with the blackhead stuff. I mean, you guys will see some of the stuff that we're going to take a look at shortly, and Will is way ahead of most people that I know of.
All right, guys, so here are two of my blackhead pieds. These are just the single gene blackhead pieds, and you can get a good idea of the variety here, right? They're similar, but they're also very different from each other.
I love that they're low white, like low to medium white.
Exactly.
This is like relatively low white, and I think this is like one of my favorite pattern distributions for pieds.
Yeah, so let's take a closer look at her.
She's gorgeous.
And what you just said is true, right? From the blackhead pieds I've seen, they tend to be, low to medium white. I haven't seen any super high white blackhead pieds, with the exclusion of when you start adding like Mojave, other genes that tend to throw high white on their own.
Sure.
But one of my favorite things about the blackhead pied is how it creates these jagged saddle edges.
They're just pitch black outlines, yeah. That's really cool.
And then they also just tend to have these weird black spots. Like that right there is just pitch black.
I think you're getting close to like the real panda pied.
Yep, that's like a panda pied.
That's like the real panda pied, yeah, the real black one.
So I have some shots this year to hopefully have a chance at a super.
Man, I think that's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, so this is kind of the base, the base to work with, and I just think it's so promising, with this as your starting point.
Oh, 100%. Now, you've made some other blackhead pied combos, haven't you?
Yeah, so let me pull those out for you guys.
Okay.
All right, so this is the Mojave Blackhead pied. And what it did to the Mojave was it darkened up the patches.
Yeah, for sure.
Carried, those dark outlines carried through.
Yep.
And then it made the head jet black.
Very black. I love how it almost goes from like black head to lighter, and then the tail is almost like a yellow.
Yep.
That's really neat. It gets like progressively lighter as you go down the snake.
And one thing, the way I knew this was a blackhead right when it hatched, other than the head being super dark, was there's no eye stripe.
Right.
The eye stripe is completely gone.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas if you look on a Mojave pied,
it has the eye stripe.
It has the eye stripe.
Right. Really, really impressive looking animal.
Yep, so this is cool. I think that the next step on this particular animal is to find a way to put more pattern onto it. So, Enchi, another dose of blackhead, because I have this theory where I think that blackhead tends to just, like I said earlier, tends to push pattern onto a pied.
Yeah, which is a great thing in pied projects.
Exactly.
You want that pattern distribution on them, right?
Exactly. All right, guys, so this is one of my favorites from 2018.
You don't say.
So what this is a Enchi yellow belly blackhead pied. And you kind of get a little bit of influence from every gene.
That's the one thing that I said when I saw this, is that you could clearly see every gene at play here. You can see the yellow belly, you see the Enchi, the blackhead, and the pied, obviously. Very, very, this is probably one of the coolest pieds that I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, it's insanely unique. To start with, the orange on the sides.
It's like Orange Dream level orange.
It looks like Orange Dream.
Yeah.
It's insanely orange. And then it kind of transitions a little bit. You get that kind of splotchy, kind of muddy, inky color. And then you transition up onto the dorsal, where you can see the blackhead coming in.
For sure.
And then on top of it all, the Enchi has made basically a 0% white pied.
Except for the sides almost. Yeah,
exactly.
That's
so look at those sides.
So cool. I love how bright it is on the sides and then how it darkens up on the back. It's just such a unique animal.
So I really want to see what happens to this when you put like Orange Dream into it or another dose of blackhead.
Oh man.
Because we all know what the ODYB pied looks like. It's super orange. So can you imagine
This-
amping up those sides? even
These
more?
sides are like legitimately Orange Dream levels of orange.
Yeah.
They're really, this is a really nice animal.
So I'm looking forward to playing around and perfecting this a little bit moving forward. All right, guys, and to wrap up with the blackheads, I wanted to show off this male blackhead clown I have, and he's started to breed for me now. He's around 600 or 700 grams.
They're a really cool look on these two.
Yeah, it's a little bit unexpected. It's a little brighter or lighter than I thought it would be.
Sure.
But you can see where the blackhead just really like made the dorsal stripe weird.
Oh, for sure. It's like this. It's like almost like reminds me of a zipper. How it goes like back and forth.
Exactly.
And really, really interesting pattern distribution on this. If I had to take a guess and I didn't know the pairing, there's no way I would say that I thought this was blackhead. Really, really cool.
Yeah, and I think this is key to making some unique clowns that we haven't really seen before.
Oh, I think so. I think anytime you see two genes that do something that you don't expect, that's a huge bonus, right?
So I have him plugged into a couple different females this season, but like Will just said, I mean, who knows what's going to happen, because people just haven't, we haven't seen any real blackhead clown combos yet.
So you guys obviously know that I love puzzles, and after a lot of talk with Will, I finally convinced him to get some. So why don't we take a look at some of the puzzle stuff that Will's got here. All right, so I recognize these quite well. So this is a female puzzle.
She's a puzzle het hypo.
Puzzle het hypo, very nice.
Yep. So I'm big into the hypo clown project. So over the past years, I've been building up my hypo girls, etc. So this past year, I decided to get into the puzzle project because I've seen you and some other guys doing crazy cool stuff with it. So I decided to go the hypo puzzle route. So this is kind of one of my females. This is a puzzle het hypo.
They have a neat belly on them.
They do, and I mean, the puzzle gene is just going to be so cool because it fills that role of a cool pattern changer that, from what I've seen, it seems like you can do a lot with it.
I seem to think so. I mean, I've been working with it for a little while now, and I love the stuff that you can do with it, and this is just a really nice looking puzzle. I think the biggest asset is the sides for the puzzle. In the combos, you get all these cool sides. And now you have an animal that takes this one to the next level, right?
Correct.
Okay,
so let me pull that out.
Sure.
All right, guys. So this is a hypo leopard het puzzle.
I want this.
Yeah, this is a cool snake. I mean, just on its own, just the hypo leopard looks cool. And I mean, the het puzzle has influence, right? It makes things weird.
Absolutely, it does.
So I think you can kind of see that coming in here.
And guys, just a leopard het puzzle is impressive enough. The fact that this is a leopard hypo het puzzle, this blew my mind. I didn't even know this animal existed. Hiding all the good stuff down here.
So I'm looking forward to getting her going. Just try to do weird things with the projects, and that's kind of how you end up making cool stuff.
For sure.
All right, guys, so this is my project male. So this is a hypo puzzle.
He's beautiful. Man, they look good. I have never seen a hypo puzzle in person, and I'm glad I have double hats. I wish I had this male, but I'm glad I have the double hats because it's like a really, really different color than a standard puzzle. It's like a gold. It's a weird.
They glow.
Yeah, it's a real. When you showed me this guy, I was like, whoa. Well, maybe I've been sleeping on the hypo stuff.
The puzzle works really well with hypo because the puzzle creates all these contrast points.
For sure.
And hypo thrives on contrast, right? Like the best hypo stuff, in my opinion, is kind of the darker genes where you can really see that, the saddles, the brighter saddles hitting the darker pattern where the hypo really makes it pop. And so it seems to me that the puzzle does exactly that. It just creates all these pockets of contrast.
I hope you hit the leopard puzzle hypo. I think that's going to be really cool.
Me too. And just check out the neck. I mean, the neck is so cool how it
stripes like that.
Just striped out. Yeah, awesome animal.
The puzzle is literally the perfect name for this.
It is.
For this morph. It literally has like puzzle pieces to it. It's really cool project.
For sure. I'm excited to see what we do with it in the coming, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
For sure.
All right, guys, so I just wanted to kind of show you some you know, random cool stuff I've got land, you know, this and that. Something that doesn't really fit into like one of my core projects, but just some cool animals I have. So this is a Hypo GHI Mojave. And this is, in my
That
opinion,
is cool.
a particularly nice one.
No side pattern.
Yep.
It's literally almost blue. Like it's got that like slate gray color to it. I think you're like a gene away from making this thing actually blue.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, like it's really close. In person, it's incredible. I hope the camera picks up how really like just gunmetal gray it is. It looks almost like a smoke color. Like it's just
wild.
really, really cool. I don't work with Hypo, so I'm missing out on a lot of stuff like this. And
It's doing some cool stuff.
For sure it is.
People kind of wrote it off for a while there. I mean, it's been around forever.
Yeah.
But I would say it does especially well in these dark genes.
Oh yeah, that's a really, really cool looking animal.
All right, so this is a male I produced last year. It's an Enchi Hypo clown.
Looks really nice too.
Yeah, that's just a cool snake.
This is a male?
This is a male.
Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with this guy.
I'll be plugging him into a lot of my Hypo clown project stuff, but also just, you know, miscellaneous Hypo stuff I have floating around.
For sure, make the Hypo combos that are 100% het clown.
Exactly. So this is a key male, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. Look at his head. Really
He's got
cool.
like almost like a caramel color to it, right?
Yeah, it does. The one thing that I think Hypo really adds is like they're like slate colored around the black.
It's like a purple gray slate.
It's not like it's a hard color to describe. Really cool animal.
So this one just hatched a couple weeks ago, and this is my favorite from the season so far. So this is a Leopard CoralGlow clown, 100% het pied female.
Wow.
And the CoralGlow just works so well in this. It you know, it creates these like purple spots
Yeah,
on the side.
it's legitimately purple.
And then you have the leopard back stripe all the way down that is literally just that CoralGlow purple.
Yeah, this is a really impressive looking animal. And I think this is gonna get better as it grows.
I think so too. I can't wait to see it in like 400 grams. And the best part about this is that it's het pied.
Yeah, I mean you can't go wrong. You're gonna make a CoralGlow leopard clown pied. Holy
Exactly.
smokes. Beautiful animal. All right, guys. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Will, thank you very much. Thanks for having us over, showing us some cool animals.
Yeah, of course, man.
We'll have to do it again. We'll have you up to our place shortly, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're not already subscribed, go check out Nussman Reptiles. I'll put all of his information in the link down below. It'll have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the social media. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Throw a like on it and go show Will some love.
Thanks, guys.